Welcome to this presentation on Karnataka's leadership legacy. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk through 80 years of Karnataka's political history and show how power, stability, and party dominance have shifted over time, using Chief Minister tenure as our main lens. The key question we ask is, who really ruled Karnataka the longest? When we add up all the terms each chief minister has served since 1947, we get a very different picture from just looking at one election at a time. As of January 2026, Siddaramaiah has crossed a major milestone. By completing around 2,932 days in office across two terms, he has suppressed D. Devaraj Urs to become Karnataka's longest serving chief minister, setting a new benchmark for political endurance in the state. This slide ranks the top 3 by total days in office. Siddaramaiah is now first, followed by Devaraj Urs and S. Nijalingappa, all serving roughly 7.5 to 8 years in power, even though each of them did it over two separate terms rather than one continuous stretch. Here we compare total tenure with the number of times someone was sworn in. The main point is that stability matters more than frequency. A leader with two long, stable terms can end up above someone with 3 or 4 short and unstable terms. That's why some names with more terms still sit lower on the chart. This slide zooms out to parties. Congress and its different factions have ruled Karnataka for over 4 decades since independence, dominating especially in 1950s, 70s and 2010s. The Janata family had its strongest presence in 1980s, 90s, while BJP governments are more recent but tend to have shorter mandates overall. From here, we shift from raw tenure to instability and influence. We look at how often government broke down, what caused those collapses, and how that shaped the careers of individual chief ministers. This case study captures that paradox very clearly. Yediyurappa has been chief minister 4 times, but his total time in office is still less than the top 3 leaders. One term lasted barely a week, another just a few days, and his longer terms also ended early due to corruption allegations, coalition arithmetic, and internal party pressure. That shows how fragile coalition and leadership contest can be, even for a very popular leader. Here we compare Karnataka's longest serving CMs with the prime ministers they overlapped with. Nijalingappa's era lined up with Nehru, Devaraj Urs with Indira Gandhi and the post-emergency shift, and the Siddaramaiah stretches from the Manmohan Singh years into Narendra Modi period. The overlap tells us that strong state leader can survive and adapt across different central government. To close, there are 4 big takeaways. First, Siddaramaiah's 2026 record marks a new era of individual political longevity in Karnataka. Second, Congress remains the backbone of the state's administrative history in terms of years actually spent in office. Third, frequent swearing-ins do not guarantee stability. Yediyurappa's 4 interrupted terms are the best example of that. And finally, Karnataka's state leadership has often shown its own anatomy, enduring across very different regimes in Delhi, and proving that power at the state level follows its own logic. This deck is about 3 ideas: power, stability, and legacy. Instead of looking at only who won which election, we focus on how long leaders actually stayed in office, how often governments change, and what that tells us about the Karnataka's political culture. I have attached the case study collab link in the description. Use as you please, and interested people can comment or DM for future collaborations or internships.